I never believed in destiny until the night I met her. The mining colony of Vespa 6 was the kind of place people came to disappear. Dusty tunnels, broken machines, cheap alcohol, and darkest secrets in the void between stars. I wasn't there chasing dreams. I was hiding from them. The Galactic Council called me an engineering risk. Earth Command called me a traitor. I called myself what I truly was, done with everyone's bullshit. But trouble has a way of finding me. I was working the night shift in Bay 47, fixing a plasma conveyor unit that had been spitting sparks like a drunk space dragon when the bay doors slid open behind me. I didn't turn. Didn't need to. Nobody came here this late, unless they needed something from me. "Are you Ethan Cole?" a calm, melodic voice asked behind me. Her voice didn't belong in a place like this. Too clean, too controlled, too alive. "No," I said, tightening a bolt. "I'm a hologram projection of a tired mechanic who doesn't want visitors." Silence. Then she stepped forward. I finally looked up and froze. She wasn't human. Her skin carried a faint celestial glow, smooth and ethereal, like moonlight-made flesh. Her hair shimmered with silver-blue strands braided with tiny crystals that pulsed faintly with energy. Her eyes, deep violet, flecked with radiant luminescence, felt like gravity wells pulling me in. She wore a sleek exosuit, form-fitting but elegant, lined with pulsating circuits like living veins of starlight. "Then you are exactly who I need," she said. "Bad news," I replied. "I'm retired from hero work." She ignored the sarcasm and held out a holoslate. On it was a pulsating biochamber, organic, alive, and clearly not of human origin. "My name is Kyler Theris of the Narration Dominion," she said. "Our research containment failed. The bioengine we acquired is shutting down. If it does, it won't just die, it will erupt." I frowned. Define erupt. It will release a quantum surge strong enough to erase this colony from existence. I let that sink in for a heartbeat. "So," I said slowly, "your problem is a self-destructing alien device, and you want a mechanic with a wrench to fix it." Her gaze pierced mine. "No," she said. "I need a human." I didn't like being dragged into other people's disasters, especially alien ones. The last time I trusted an off-worlder, I ended up court-martialed, hunted, and forced into exile. So naturally, I followed Kylera. Curiosity kills more humans than radiation. She led me through Sector Delta's restricted corridor, an area supposedly sealed after a reactor fire years ago. But instead of being abandoned, it was alive. Quiet energy pulsed through thick armored walls. The deeper we went, the more I realized I hadn't been told the full truth. "This wasn't a mining colony originally," I said. She didn't answer. This place was a lab. A secret one. Still no response. Good. At least she knew when to shut up. The doors ahead parted, and heat washed over us. Inside was a cavernous chamber filled with crystalline consoles and hovering displays. At the center pulsed a massive bioorganic containment sphere, alive and throbbing like a heart under stress. Strange black veins had formed across its surface, spreading like dead nerves. "I thought your people were peaceful explorers," I said. "We are," she replied, moving quickly to the control platform. "This isn't a weapon, Ethan. It's a living gateway, an ancient artifact, millions of years old. Then why is it dying?" Her fingers danced across glowing sigils. "Because it was never meant to be removed from its origin world. We took it, and now it's suffocating." Warnings flashed across the holoscreens. Radiation spikes. Dimensional instability. Structural failure imminent. "You didn't bring me here to fix a machine," I said quietly, realization hitting me. "You brought me because this thing reacts to humans." Kylera looked at me, truly looked at me, for the first time. There was something in her expression. Fear, hope, and something else I couldn't identify. "Narration scientists tried every known energy signature," she said. "Only one resonance slowed the decay." "And what resonance is that?" She stepped closer, her eyes searching mine. "Yours." A sudden shockwave burst from the containment sphere, throwing us both violently to the ground. Sirens wailed. Cracks splintered across the alien structure. Whatever it held back was breaking free. Kylira grabbed my wrist, her grip strong, urgent. "If we don't stabilize it now, the gateway will collapse," she said. "And when it does, everything on this moon dies. How the hell am I supposed to stabilize it?" Her voice dropped, a whisper meant only for me. "By touching it." The universe paused. Then it shattered. "Touch it." I repeated, staring at the pulsing alien sphere. "Lady, I fix engines. I don't spiritually bond with cosmic eggs." "This isn't a request," Kylira replied. "It's the only way to keep this moon alive." I opened my mouth to argue, but the sphere answered for her. A violent tremor cracked through the chamber. The walls hummed with unstable energy. Gravity distorted for half a second, long enough to make my stomach drop like we were falling into a star. This wasn't a gateway anymore. It was a bomb. Kylira pulled herself to her feet, her hair haloed by the glow of the containment field. She looked like a fallen goddess, terrifying and beautiful. A strange calm steadied her features. "Why me?" I asked. "Why does this thing react to me?" Her jaw clenched. She hesitated. Too long. She knew something she wasn't telling me. "It doesn't react to humans," she finally said. "It reacts to you." That doesn't answer the question. Before she could respond, a sickening crack ripped across the sphere, this one long and deep. Pure energy spilled from the wound like liquid light. The air sizzled. Panels shattered. Alarm screamed. We ran to the platform. Kylira grabbed my hand and shoved it against the containment surface. The world exploded. My mind burned with white fire. Memories that weren't mine flashed across my vision. Alien landscapes under violet skies, an ancient civilization in orbit around a dying star, a temple carved from living stone. I felt 1,000 voices speak inside me, not words, but purpose. "You are the resonant. You are the key." I tore my hand back with a shout, gasping, shaking. My pulse thundered. I could barely breathe. What the hell was that? Kylira stared at me, not with fear but with awe. "It chose you," she whispered. "I didn't volunteer." "You don't understand," she said. "Neuralians believed only our species could open the ancient gate. But this means you carry resonant energy." "That's impossible." She stepped closer, her voice low. "Is it? You're not exactly normal, are you, Ethan Cole?" I froze. She knew. She saw it in my eyes, the secret I spent years running from. Before I could respond, the chamber doors blew open behind us, metal screaming under impact. Armed figures stormed in, weapons raised, armor marked with a sigil I didn't recognize. Kylira exhaled in dread. "The Neuralian Dominion," she said. "Your people." I asked. She shook her head slowly. "No, my hunters." The soldiers moved with lethal precision. 6 of them in dark obsidian armor, faces hidden behind mirrored visors. Their weapons weren't human tech. These were bioforged rifles with living tendrils pulsing along the barrels. Alien, predatory, deadly. Target located. One of them said through a distorted vocoder. "Restrain the female. Eliminate the human." Eliminate. The word landed like a punch. I didn't wait to see who fired first. I grabbed Kylira's wrist and dragged her behind a shattered console as plasma shards exploded across the ground. "You didn't mention you had assassins on payroll." I shouted. "They're not mine." "You sure? They brought party favors." Another blast ripped through the lab, scorching the floor inches from us. The containment sphere groaned violently, another fracture spreading like lightning across its surface. If that thing shattered, this wouldn't be a rescue mission anymore. It'd be a vaporized crater. "We can't stay here," Kylira said, scanning for exits. "There's a maintenance corridor behind the hydropylons." I peeked over our cover. Bad idea. Plasma bolt to the face waiting for me. I ducked again. That corridor was blocked by those guys trying to kill us. "Well," Kylira said, gripping my shoulder, "we'll have to fix that problem first." She moved like light, 1 second beside me, the next already sprinting across open ground. My heart jumped. Was she insane? A barrage of alien fire tracked toward her, but she twisted through it, untouched. Graceful, Calculated. She wasn't just smart. She had combat training. Military level. Maybe more. She slid behind the reactor column, then glanced back and motioned me forward. Right. Follow the fearless space princess while people try to erase us. Totally fine. I made a run for it. Plasma screamed past me, heat slashing my skin. I dug beside her, chest heaving. You attract bullets like a magnet, I said. And you attract trouble, she shot back. Her gaze flicked to the sphere, the cracks now spreading fast. We don't have long. Help me. With what? She pointed to a power conduit above us. That. Pull hard. I yanked. The cable ripped loose. Sparks burst everywhere. She grabbed it, aimed, and slammed it against the metal floor. A surge of blinding blue current exploded outward. The shockwave threw every armored soldier backward. Their suits spasmed and collapsed, paralyzed. Kylyra tossed the cable aside and stood. Move, she said, pulling me with her. We sprinted toward the corridor, just as a voice echoed behind us. Kylyra Theris. It boomed. You cannot run from your fate. Her steps faltered. I turned. A new figure stepped through the smoke, tall, regal, terrifying. And Kylyra whispered one word, full of dread. Mother. For a heartbeat, Kylyra froze. Not from fear, but from something worse. Recognition. The armored soldiers may have been weapons, but she was far more dangerous. The woman stepping through the smoke moved like a storm given shape, calm, precise, unstoppable. Her long silver mantle flowed behind dark obsidian armor lined with violet gold veins of power. Her face was sharp, ageless. Her violet eyes, Kylyra's eyes, held no warmth at all. Hello, daughter, the woman said. Daughter. I turned to Kylyra. That's your mother? She didn't answer. Her jaw was clenched like she was holding back a scream and a tear at the same time. The woman's gaze flicked toward me. And this must be the human. Just the way she said it, cold, dismissive, like I was a parasite, made my blood heat. Name's Ethan, I said, but given the hospitality, target seems appropriate. She ignored me entirely. Typical. Kylyra, she continued, step away from the human. Return to your designation and surrender the resonant artifact you've awakened. Kylyra's voice was low, steel beneath pain. I didn't awaken it. It chose. Her mother's expression didn't change. Artifacts don't choose. Tools don't choose. You were not meant to choose. That artifact you're talking about. I cut in, pointing behind us. It's breaking apart. If we don't stabilize it, this moon goes supernova. Maybe stop with the space drama and help us survive. Her eyes snapped to me, sharp enough to cut. You speak without understanding your insignificance, human. Oh, trust me, I understand plenty, I said. I just don't care. Kylyra stepped in front of me, protective. Mother, he saved my life. Then he interfered with destiny, her mother replied. Destiny, right, because destroying colonies and kidnapping your daughter screams righteous fate. Kylyra trembled, not from fear, but rage. You sent hunters after me. You tried to erase me. You told the Dominion I was unfit to serve, unworthy. Why? Her mother didn't blink. Because you are dangerous. Your genetic bond is unstable. Your connection to the resonant is unpredictable. And now that human contamination has violated you. Finish that sentence. I warned. She didn't need to. Every word was a blade. Kylyra's voice shook. Say what you came to say. Her mother raised her hand, projecting a hologram. My heart nearly stopped. Me. Medical scans of my body. My DNA profile. My neural frequency. Footage of me from years ago. They had been tracking me long before today. The woman's voice was ice. The truth, Kylyra, is he wasn't an accident. She held my gaze. He was created for you.